all of this stuff looks really confusing, but what's important to know is that none of this affects you before you start the match, and we're going to get into it and explain how it works. So when I first started playing Mobile Legends, I had no idea what I was looking at or what I was doing. I was familiar with other RPGs like WoW, Rift, and Eon, but I never really experienced a MOBA. This was my first MOBA. The major difference is that MOBAs have you gear up and level in combat.
Welcome to Mobile Legends!
So you start off in the arena and you have these two glittering icons in the upper right hand corner and some golden plus signs above the skill buttons. You quickly figure out that the skill buttons you're able to level up your skill buttons by using those plus signs. And you didn't really read them, so you don't really know what they mean. You gotta experiment with them and play around, which is kind of a bad idea, but after you play with them for a bit, you pick it up. And you look up at those icons in the corner and you don't really know what you're doing. You scan the text and you feel like, well, this one's got plus 15 physical attack and I'm melee, so fuck it. I'm gonna pick it up and I'm gonna pull in some noobs. You're not wrong to do that, but there's a deeper way to understand it, and a deeper understanding to how the gear system works, and I wanted to talk about it because it took me forever to figure it out. When you first open the shop, you see all these gear categories, like recommended, attack, magic, defense, movement, and jungle. And some of them are dim and some of them are lit up, and the reason is because you have the gold to buy the item, so it's lit up. If you don't have the gold, it's grayed out. The recommended category is suggested from your current build, which you probably didn't look at this point, and we'll look at that in a moment. The gear builds are like a priority system of which gear they're going to recommend for you, and it'll organize them by the cheapest first. You don't have to abide by the rules and the gear that you chose for your preset build. You can change it throughout the game. You can sell items and buy new items, or you can just completely ignore those glimmering icons that are recommended to you on the upper right hand corner and just go into the shop and buy something completely different. You don't have to buy anything either while they're up there glittering. You can wait and collect more money, and it'll prioritize a more expensive one. Generally, the more expensive and the better looking the icon, the better the skill, but it's not always the case. Finally, you can see one of the awesome icons show up in my upper right hand corner. The other ones were kind of basic. This one has a lot more color and detail. I selected the armor set, and this is suggested from there. So let's pick up the Berserker's Fury, and we'll look at it through the item shop instead of through the recommended in the upper right hand corner. You can see the talent and item tree on the right. All those items will be recommended. You don't need to completely buy the tier or to move to the next tier. The green check means that I've already bought the item, and the gray means that I don't have the money for it yet. So actually we're going to close the window and we're going to buy Berserker's Fury from the upper right hand corner. It really makes no difference. Now Rogue Meteor is lit up too. We can locate it in the attack category, and let's take a look at it. See how I've already gotten the tree filled out? That's because the recommended items in the upper right hand corner have been suggested and I've been selecting them. Okay, and another time with Endless Battle. Let's get that. If you've got nothing to spend your money on, pick up this potion. It's a pretty big boost. Take a look at the bottom of the shop. These items are starting to look an awful lot like the gear icons that I had set up beforehand, the pre-selected gear. But the first icon changed. Why is that? Well, I got the Hunter's Knife, and that pushed the gear slot over to the right, and I can sell the Hunter's Knife and go back to the old route that I originally had selected. I have to just manually buy it. But I'm not going to do it this match. It's just against a computer, so it doesn't matter. I'm not even playing like I'm supposed to. Okay, I'm about to finish off the Hunter's Knife tier by selecting the Raptor Machete. But I grabbed the Beast Killer instead, and I didn't change it. I think I mixed up the icons or something. I'm not really sure what I did. But it's not the best choice for my character. But it's just against a computer, so it doesn't really matter. The armor pen is better and the physical attack is better for this character. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and if this was useful for you, give me a thumbs up and like it and subscribe, and I'll try to produce some more of these kind of things. Thanks.